Sorry, had to turn the camera around. So today's rant is just going to be about the Stoics. So as you all know, I'm into the productivity people, and man, it's like we're going through that renaissance. Like, people are talking about really thinking about how they use their time and where all their energy goes to. That 8,600 kilojoules or 2,000 calories. That's how much energy you got to burn a day. What do you use it for? So hang on. So yeah, just walking away, wait a little bit further away from people. So yeah, so anyway, I hear about the Stoics, and they just sound really interesting. And a lot of productivity people, I hear them talk about the Stoics all the freaking time. And I gotta admit, I was a little bit turned off, because it seems like my whole life, like, oh my God, another competing dumbass pagan religion trying to compete with my Hebraic values, which are far more superior. Like when I was in the mainland, it was, witchcraft, paganism, and like a lot of Celtic views, which were stupid as hell, like childish religion. It's like looking at Hinduism. So when they started talking about the Stoics, I'm like, oh, another dumbass way of viewing the world, which is like far less. Why would I waste my time? And so I looked into it and started reading about the Stoics, and everything made sense. I was like, wow, it was like listening to a success psychologist like Brian Tracy or Robert Kiyosaki, and a lot of these guys, they're just telling you the truth. Like, nothing they say is wrong. Everything is a fact. And Brian Tracy said habits are the true common thread, more than religion or race or anything like that. And they were basically, the Stoics, from what I view, it's not a religion. It was basically just the success psychologists, over 2,000 years ago. And it did develop alongside Judaism. So I started looking at their founder. His name's Zeno. And he's described as being a Phaeocian. And I saw a statue. He looks like Hannibal, which is from Carthage, which is like an African Phaeocian people. They're like 50% African, 50% Semites. And they look just like him, have the same nose, same Semitic features, and of course Americans can't tell the difference, and you don't get to see skin tone in marble. So, but Zeno's described as being dark-skinned, and there's a quote that actually says, "What are you doing, you Phaeocian boy?" And he grew up in a town that was like evenly divided between Greeks and Phaeocians. So I mean, the probability of him having spoken Hebrew is like 85%. Phaeocian being no different. The guy that made the distinction was a Christian who didn't want to attribute the word Hebrew to anybody that adhered to any faith other than what's in the Torah. So that's why there's a distinction there. But Phaeocians are just pagan Hebrews, basically. So, but I started looking at that belief system, and it's just so well refined, and it's basically just logic and reason and just how to live a good life and a successful life, and how to mitigate your losses and to never be disappointed. And it works, I really hate that prior to World War II, the Greeks just embraced how multicultural they really were. And then, neo-Nazism happened and everything got whitewashed, and you just don't, what I'm saying now should be common knowledge. It just isn't. But so the Stoic ideas are so well refined that anybody that in life that is successful, Jeff Bezos, Jack Ma, is a Stoic. I mean, they apply those principles and use them. And whether or not they profess to be one, that's what they are, and that's what they're doing. So I just find that interesting. And that's why the productivity people will mention the Stoics and nothing else. Not Buddhism, not Hinduism. I mean, they all just agree that, yeah, Stoics tell you how to make very efficient use of your time. That's why you hear it so often. So it's not a conspiracy. They're not trying to put something in my head to try to pollute it like I'm used to. You know, when the freaking New Age bullcrap was happening, they are just about efficiency, and that's it.